Hello, you beautiful people. Another beautiful day. Yeah. Still a Star Wars and Star Trek thing. And you must pledge your allegiance to Destiny, Anthem, and Halo, Master Chief. What's up? Talking to you, Nintendo fan base, real quick. You know what? Let me ask you guys this question. This goes out to the entire Nintendo fan base, even across the on the internet right now. Let me ask y'all this. You ready? You know, forget the PS5 physical edition. Forget them. Forget the Xbox Series X physical edition. Forget them. Toss them. Forget them. Let me ask y'all this. If I take the specs of the PlayStation 5 digital edition and put it inside the Wii U, does the console stand a chance? That's what I thought. If I take the specs of the Xbox Series S and put it inside the Wii U, does the console stand a chance? That's what I thought. See, you people don't know what you're talking about. Okay? Nintendo Corporation had no business building the Switch. When they built the Switch, they brought more problems onto themselves than they already needed. Okay? The Switch should have never been built. The Wii U was built for today's time, and it was designed to combat whatever Sony and Microsoft was doing. You people didn't see the Game Pass, saw Game Pass coming. But once Microsoft dropped Game Pass, everything changed. The Wii U had the virtual console in it. Okay? There was no need to build a Switch. You Nintendo fans that's on YouTube with your own channels, you're telling people that the Switch is better than the Wii U. It is not. The Switch don't even have a camera on it. Your Switch and your Switch OLED don't even have a camera on it. It's not better than the Wii U. The Wii U has a headphone jack, okay? For online play. Okay? For online play. Okay? You guys were sitting there getting excited about you got Bluetooth support for the Switch. Don't make me laugh. The Wii U's graphical user interface is 6 pages, 15 folders per page. One folder is for Blu-ray and DVD apps. Another folder is for Bluetooth support. There was no need to build a Switch. Everything was in place. There was only one missing piece, and it was the GameCube. This console should at least 3 refreshes, at least 3. But Nintendo Corporation, being the stubborn, hard-headed company that they are, they created this lie saying it was sales, marketing, and commercial failure, and they hid behind it. Okay? But Phil Spencer over at Microsoft came out and told the entire gaming world, sales ain't the end-all be-all to video games. And the Xbox One was in the pits. Where's the Xbox One right now? Playing next-gen games. So with that being stated, the Wii U should have gotten the refresh it needed. The Switch should have never been built. When Nintendo Corporation built the Switch, they brought on more problems onto themselves than they can handle. Okay? The Switch cannot keep up with the Xbox One PS4, and it can't keep up with the Xbox Series X PS5. You need the Wii U. Okay? The Wii U is better. Why? Because it has an SD card port on it. So everybody should be asking, okay, when is the Wii U going to get the refresh it needed so you can play the Switch games, GameCube games, Wii games, Wii U games, next gen? Okay? Okay? The Wii U is better. There was no need to build the Switch. Everything was in place. And the good thing about the Wii U, you don't have to dock anything. You don't have to. You can make the tablet as powerful as you want, You can make the console as powerful as you want, and you let the two communicate. You don't have to dock anything. The Wii U is better. Okay? I've seen an article on Tech Radar this morning where one person was complaining that they lost faith in the Switch because of what Microsoft did with Game Pass. But yet the Wii U had the virtual console, and all Nintendo had to do was put some power behind the system and continue to use it. There was no need to build the Switch. There's so many games out right now. The Switch can't handle it. And then the virtual console on the Wii U's not the virtual console, the Miiverse and the virtual console, they would have both benefited from it. There was no need to build the Switch. I'm going to ask this question again. If I take the specs of the PS5 digital edition and put it in this console, does the Wii U stand a chance? That's what I thought. If I put the specs of the Xbox Series S in this console, does the Wii U stand a chance? That's what I thought. The answer is yes. So to the YouTuber that tore the Wii U down and said it didn't stand a chance, you don't know what you're talking about. Okay? There was no need to build the Switch. Like I told you people before, building the Switch was a waste of time. The Wii U formula is right, and it's better. Okay? Because all Nintendo had to do was put 100 gigs of storage on this 25 gig CD, and they would have gotten a lot of the games, almost all of them, that the Xbox One and PS4 is running, except for the Xbox One and PS4 exclusives. They would have had them. Okay? When you miss out on 4 Star Wars games, that is a problem. When you miss out on Batman Return to Arkham, because you would have made up for missing out on the original Batman Arkham Asylum with the Return to Arkham. Okay? When you miss out on the Avengers, that is a problem. Okay? There was no need to build the Switch. The Wii U was the answer. Okay? It was only missing the GameCube. And the system should have gotten at least 3 refreshes, or 4, or even 5. Because it's that good. If you really look at the tablet, it has a width of a 9.5 inch screen, almost 10, and lengthwise it's like 6 or 7. So there was no need to build a Switch. The Wii U was the answer. Okay, you had external hard drive support, external hard drive support, plus with a Wii U Pro controller. The Wii U is better. It is better. Way better than the Switch. I'm going to ask this question again. If I take the specs of the Xbox Series S and put it inside the Wii U, does the Wii U stand a chance? The answer is yes. If I take the specs of the PS5 digital edition and put it inside the Wii U, does the Wii U stand a chance? The answer is yes. Because you had other things in place. There was no need to build a Switch. Okay? You had a feature for everybody. Okay? You had a little community with the Miiverse, and you got rid of it because of personal greed. And look where that lands you. So for those people on YouTube that's thinking that the Switch is better, you better think again. The Wii U is still better than it. And it's still thriving. Okay? This thing, what? Well, they got a camera on it? Got a headphone jack? Really? Isn't the Switch players right now having problems communicating online? There was no need to build a Switch, man. Building the Switch was a complete waste of time. The Wii U is better. Okay? Much better. Okay? Not only that, you guys talking about you building the N64 controller for the Switch? It's a joke. The docking station for the Switch, it's a complete joke. There's no mystery about the docking station. It will never beat the Wii U. Wii U has an SD card port. Okay? There was no need to build the Switch. Okay? Putting the games on SD cards is a waste of time. Building the Switch network when you had the Wii U network to deal with, a waste of time. Okay? Building the Switch itself was a waste of time. You had the Wii U tablet to deal with. Okay? All that was a waste of time. Okay? Building the Switch virtual, trying to build a Switch virtual console when you have the Wii U's virtual console to deal with was a complete waste of time. Nintendo Corporation brought on more problems onto themselves when they created the Switch. And you can see it in front of your face. The Wii U was designed to pull them away from all that, keep them out of harm's way. But because of pride, arrogance, and stupidity, they went and built the Switch, and look where it landed them. Okay? The Switch is not better than the Wii U. The Switch Lite, Switch Mini, Switch whatever, it's not better than this, based on the way this console is built. Okay? The Wii U is better. I'm gonna ask this question again. If I take the specs of the PlayStation 5 Digital Edition and put it inside the Wii U, does the Wii U stand a chance? The answer is yes. If I take the specs of the Xbox Series S and put it inside the Wii U, does the Wii U stand a chance? The answer is yes. Okay? So there was no need to build a Switch. Okay? When you miss out on Anthem, that's a problem. When you miss out on Destiny, that's a problem. And those simulator games that they have out, all those simulator games that you're missing out on, that is a problem. You need the Wii U for that. Okay? There was no need to build the Switch. The Wii U is the answer. Okay? Like I said before, the answer was right in front of their face. Okay? So all this talk about we were trying to be different, we're going to do gaming on the go, we're going in a different direction, all that was a bunch of lies made up to fool people and mislead people. And you see what's happening. Okay? The Wii U is better. Wii U had a network. Wii U had an infrastructure. Wii U had features. And all you had to do was put some power behind the system and continue to use it, and you would have weathered the storm that's going on in the game industry right now with the chip shortage. There was no need to build the Switch. The Wii U is the answer. Okay? The Nintendo fan base would have been in a better space right now. They wouldn't be worried about a lot of things. Okay? Nintendo Corporation is a billion-dollar company sitting on billions of dollars and couldn't even refresh this console. Couldn't even refresh it. This console. Okay? Couldn't even refresh it. The Wii U is that good. Okay? You had the luxury of two screens. You had the tablet plus your TV. Okay? You had a luxury. The Wii U is a luxury. You had the best console ever made and you gave up on it. Because of what? Lies, excuses, and laziness. The Wii U is a luxury. And a lot of the Nintendo fans that was playing on the Wii U really didn't know what they were sitting on. But you need a person like me to explain it to you. There was no need to build a Switch. Okay? So everybody who's thinking the Switch OLED is going to be all that, everybody, you do know that the Wii U has an SD card port. You do know that, right? So the real question again is this. When is the Wii U going to get the refresh so you can play the Switch games, GameCube games, Wii games, Wii U games, next gen? When is that going to happen? Okay? Because this pandemic is hitting hard. It's not going to slow down anytime soon. Okay? Wii U is better, man. The Wii U is much better. Okay? Stalling and delaying on this console was the biggest mistake Nintendo did. Stalling and delaying and acting like they were broke and they weren't making any money was the biggest mistake they did. The Switch OLED is not better than this. The Switch that's out, those three Switches that's out on the market. What is the first Switch, the one that's revision with the battery life, the Switch Lite? They're not better than this. They're not better than the Wii U. It never will be. Okay? They should have stayed with this. Okay? They should have stayed with it. Look at it. They should have stayed with this console. Stayed with it. Okay. Look what this they should have stayed with it. This can go up to what, 18 terabytes in storage. They should have stayed with it. Things were in place to combat the pandemic. So when they built the Switch, they brought on more problems onto themselves, more work onto themselves than they needed. Okay, and they're struggling. Okay, they're behind. But when they had the Wii U, they were ahead. So I'm gonna ask this question again. If I take the specs of the PS5 digital edition and put it inside this console, the Wii U doesn't stand a chance? The answer is yes, it do stand a chance. If I take the specs of the Xbox Series S and put it inside the Wii U, does the Wii U stand a chance? The answer is yes, it does stand a chance. Okay? Nintendo should have kept using it. Yep. This pandemic ain't slowing down anytime soon. When you're missing out on games like Anthem and Destiny, when you're missing out on the entire Star Wars series, when you missed out on the Batman Arkham Knight plus the Return to Arkham, since you already got Origins, that's a blow to you. It's a blow. It's a blow. Okay? They should have stayed with it. They should have refreshed the thing 3 times. What is this console really missing when you really look at it? What is it really missing? GameCube, that's number 1. It needs quick resume, ray tracing, teraflops, DLSS, okay? Smart delivery, and it needs a SSD hard drive port on the back of it. Okay? So there was no need to build a Switch. The Wii U is the truth. Okay? And that's why the Nintendo fans are suffering right now, because they went against this console. Okay? Because they let sales rob them. They let sales blind them. Okay? They let sales drag them down a hole. That sales marketing dragged them down a hole that they didn't want to go. All they had to do was refresh this. Not once, not two times, not 3 times, maybe 4 or even 5 times. Okay? The console is that good. It is light years ahead of the Switch. Okay? So the Switch OLED, it's not better than the Wii U. It never will be. Okay? They can overhype it, put it in a commercial. They can put the Switch in commercial, overhype it. But at the end of the day, when the sun rises and sets, the Wii U is better. Okay? Building the docking station was a joke. Putting the games on SD cards was a joke. Okay? Building the Switch Pro Controller when the Wii U Pro Controller is better than it. Okay? Building the Switch network, talking about you building a virtual console, all that was a joke and a waste of time when the Wii U is better. And building the Switch itself is a complete joke. You had the Wii U tablet to deal with. There was no need to build a Switch. Okay? Sales ain't the end all be all to video games, man. When you had the Wii U, you had a network, you had an infrastructure, you had features, and all you had to do was take all the classic games and put them up in a virtual console, refresh the console, and put your classic games in a virtual console, improve the CD space so you can get next gen games, put about 100 gigs of storage on this 25 gig CD. Okay, that's all you had to do. You had 4 solid controllers to work with. 4 solid ones. The Wii Pro, Wii Classic Pro, the GameCube, and the Wii U Pro Controller. You had 4 solid controllers with this console to work with. Okay? You had a motion controller. You had a motion controller. A motion controller. And a tablet to deal with. So you had a luxury, and all you had to do was put some power under that luxury, and you would have been in a better space. Okay, so all this talk about the Switch, it cannot compete with the Wii U. It never will. It never will compete. Okay. So for all you 90 million people or whatever that bought the Switch, you're in for a rude awakening about the Switch. You're going to find out that the Wii U was better. Okay? because you had a virtual console inside the Wii U to compete with Game Pass and PlayStation Now. You had a Miiverse with your little community, and then you had and then you can draw the game characters that you play. Okay, so the Miiverse needs a painting option, unlimited text, emojis, memes, and a coloring option. You had plenty of things in place. There was no need to build a Switch. So I'm gonna ask this question again before I go. If I take the specs of the PS5 Digital Edition and put it inside this console, does the Wii U stand a chance? The answer is yes. If I take the specs of the Xbox Series S and put it inside the Wii U, does the Wii U stand a chance? The answer is yes. Okay? You guys all you Nintendo fans right now will be playing Anthem, will be playing Destiny, will be playing Batman Arkham Knight, the Return to Arkham series. Okay? You would have been playing the Avengers. You would have been playing all 4 Star Wars right now. Okay? You would be if the Wii U was refreshed. This thing needs at least, what? Probably 3, probably 4, probably 5, or even 6, or even 7 refreshes, because this console is that good. It was ahead of its time, and it needed power behind it. Okay? So when Nintendo built the Switch, they brought on a lot of work onto themselves, and they brought on more problems onto themselves than they can handle. Okay? The Wii U is forever better than the Switch. Anyway, nice talking to you people. Chris, still a Star Wars and Star Trek playing. Bored, dark side. I'm gone. Peace.